Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So we're just gonna jump right in today. So we're talking about doing a bedroom remodel. So this is for my kids. So the 3 and 5-year-old share a room. So we wanted to upgrade to something a little more mature from them, going from their toddler beds to some big boy adult beds. So we decided that we were gonna go to twin trundle beds. This way it gave us some options, having a little more space if they have sleepover, guests, all that. Also, anybody who's seen the pictures, their old beds were Delta beds, so Delta toddler beds, Paw Patrol themed. Delta makes beds for all different types. If you're looking at those toddler beds with all the different characters for boys, for girls, all different options. So we'll throw a link down there for the Paw Patrol ones that you see in the pictures flying around. So when we decided to upgrade to these, my wife said, she sent me some links from some different places for different options. So one in particular was Pottery Barn. So I went ahead and looked at them. And besides not being a fan of the price, of course, so I looked and it said that they were made out of MDF wood, which is basically press wood. So I wasn't a fan. Anybody who doesn't know, it's basically like little wood chips that's then like glued together. It's not the same quality, so it's typically a lot heavier and less strong than if you just had solid wood. So that, and then the other thing that threw me, and kudos to them for their honesty, but like, how do you buy something like this? In the reviews, it said, warning, do not jump on the bed. So these were going to be beds for my 2 little boys who are going to grow up to wrestle and do everything else probably in their room and on these beds that 2 little boys doing. I know I did that myself as one of 2 boys growing up. So it was definitely a hard pass on that. And we actually went looking and searching for beds that weren't going to be too big that would fit the room properly. We also went to a couple of local stores. So I think we went to Raymore and Flanagan. We went to Bob's and some other, non-major chain stores. And nobody really had anything that suited our needs. We found a bunch of stuff online, Wayfair, whatnot, and was just sifting through sites. When we actually found the ones that we decided to settle on, and of course, like usual, links are all down below. Pictures probably flying across the screen. And also comment down below if you like this style of video better. It's a new change-up that I started in the last video as well. And so far, I think people are liking this a little better. So we actually found beds on Home Depot of all sites, which you wouldn't really think that they sell beds, but they met all the specs, right? About $400 a bed, which was pretty good for a trundle bed. Sizing was a minimalist bed frame without being completely plain. So they have some design to them, but they don't take up any extra space in the room. Being that my kids share a room and there was going to be 2 of these on the same wall, it was very important that they didn't take up any extra space, and they're solid wood. So that was the draw for me. I said, no problem, let's roll the dice and give these a shot. So went ahead and ordered them. They arrived in about a week or so. Now, one thing, you probably are looking at pictures of boxes upon boxes delivered. So these going up to the 2nd floor, that was not the most fun carrying those. Big, large, bulky boxes. Each box probably weighed, on the heavier ones, around 40-ish pounds. But that's because it's all solid wood. The bed frame slats, everything. And I'm going to actually show you, you'll see pictures of just the component build. But I was actually so pleasantly surprised with these beds, with this brand, because I was expecting that IKEA nightmare of putting these things together. And it was actually not the case at all. Assembly was actually really easy. The instructions were pretty clear. Not that they were really so necessary. But kudos to them because they gave you extra parts for everything. So you actually got an extra Allen wrench, which I'd never seen before. Also, I did not use that Allen wrench at all. I used a power drill with a Bosch set that had hex sizing. I'll throw some links for that also down below. That was really important because that just helps zip through the entire process of putting them together. But it was really quality, and that's what I really liked about it, even more so than the price, is that these seem like beds that are going to last, and they're going to last long term. Like I said, so, it came each box, so you're basically putting together the trundle itself. Now, full disclosure, the trundle kind of stinks, that aspect. It's what I read about most of them, right? You have a little wheel, it's on carpet, it's not going to roll perfectly. If it was on a hardwood floor, it'd probably roll real easy. But they just don't put great wheels on these things, so you're basically pulling it. Other than that, great, really happy with it. When it came to the mattresses, we actually just went on Amazon. So for the bottom, for a Trundle bed, you want a low profile mattress. So we went with 5-inch memory foam mattresses, and that mattress in a box that, everybody, if you've never done the mattress in a box thing, you're probably like, how do they do this? Okay, is it going to be good? Cut it open, so comes in a pretty decent sized box, but all rolled up. So if you're like I am, going through, a staircase and bends and stuff, it's actually the easiest way to get the beds up there, right? Much harder to remove them after the fact. But you just cut it open, the whole bag expands. Kind of like if you ever bought one of those pillows that come vacuum wrapped. The beds did take about 48 hours to fully inflate. Right when we placed it down on the mattress, on the frame, it probably only took about 75 to 80% of the space up, but they did fully expand. And they're pretty comfortable. They're not bad. I actually took a nap on one with my son last weekend, and it was comfortable. Definitely comfortable for me. For the top bed, the main bed, I decided that I wanted to obviously buy something a little better for them. They're going to always be on it. I don't have to go low profile. And you don't want to go low profile. You'll notice in some of the pictures of the beds that the frame actually has a large opening on it. Where the headboard is. So if I put that 5-inch mattress or even like a 7-inch, you're going to see that gap. So we wanted to go with a 10-inch to not. So again, I went back to Amazon and I ordered a 10-inch mattress, cotton topper, and it's talking in foam. And I actually thought that this was going to also be a full memory foam mattress, but I was shocked. Came wrapped in the box and everything. You cut that open. There was no inflate time. That's a spring mattress. It's just like a regular mattress you would get. Amazing how they compress these things down. So it was fully wrapped up. I'm not sure if I took a picture of this one before, but just like the other box, how they came, same idea. You cut it open and you actually just hear it go and then pop open. And went right on. So that one, if you buy that mattress, super comfortable, by the way, and you could use it right out of the box same night. You don't have to wait any inflate time. It was a little pricier, so that one was about $150 for the 10-inch. Now, besides that, just to kind of tie the room together, we also decided to just buy new knobs for the dresser. So we're going to throw up some before and after pictures for you. And this wasn't said on the Trundle beds, but I went ahead and drilled some holes in the Trundle and attached these knobs. That way, it kind of tied the whole room together, so now everything looks like they're matching sets. And also, you had some handles to pull out that Trundle. That Trundle is absolutely atrocious without the handles. They have the worst design handle on it. It's not at all a reason not to buy the bed. But it was pretty poor design that they just have like a little notch that's on the inside that you can't even reach to get to pull out the bed. So by putting some handles on it, makes it a much nicer look, much easier to use. And we'll throw up some pictures with and without handles also so that you can really see what I'm talking about. But overall, really happy with it. Was not an expensive endeavor, relative to what this could have cost. So probably spent about, again, all the items in the comments, but spent about $1,100 to $1,200. And that was for 4 mattresses, 2 trundle beds, all the new knobs for everything. So again, if you're only doing it for one, you can cut that price in half. And the bed is also modular, so you don't have to buy both mattresses right up front, and you can also choose not to buy a trundle, right? The same brand, you could have bought it with drawers underneath or just the top part. So overall, really happy with it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Tell me what you think. How do you think the room looks? And also remember, when you comment, make sure to also like the video and subscribe. That's your way of entering your chance to win some money. And also make sure, click the notification bell. You want to get notified when we put out new videos. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks. Bye.